people say nowadays that a DJ's not important. Hey, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. But at the end of the day, you can use TikTok, you can use whatever on social media. If you ain't touching that street, forget it.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? Again, here we are. Episode of Attractive Mindset. Today we got a very, very, very special guest. This man, legend, absolute legend. No
Whoa.
titles are definitely necessary for him. This man has definitely taught me personally a lot, but just coming up around him in the game and the production game and getting to know his personality, truly, truly, truly humble. That stopped me from doing a lot of crazy shit. And you know what I'm saying? And so this man is, had to be one of the first people I get on this show because he definitely just means that much to me. He's a good human being and he's good at what he does. I'm gonna let him tell you about what he does, but introducing Mr. Slick 305.
Yo. What up, Slick 305? DJ out of Miami, Florida. Toronto, Canada's the second home. You already know, 6 I East Side. What's more to say? I'm a DJ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tell us how you even got that name, Slick 305. What does that mean?
All right. So originally, I got named by a drunk.
Oh.
Somebody who was like a brother to me. Some that know he was out here. I don't know if you remember back in the day, there used to be a thing called I don't know if you were even living down here at that time, but it was called Made in Dade. They had a barcode and his name was Dirty Lou. So basically Lou's like a family to me. And he called me one night, he's like, yo, your name's Slick. Cause you're always finessing your way out of trouble. And you're always doing this and doing that. I'm like, say less. The 305 came on, believe it or not, when I was living in Canada.
So you from here or you from Canada?
I'm from here. Toronto's my second home. Like the love I got from Toronto and whatnot was the love I felt I should have gotten from Miami. So really truly it really wasn't until I moved to Toronto to where everything took off.
So when did you move to Toronto?
Toronto 2000, the late 2008.
Okay.
Late 2008, and I was up there to 14.
Okay. So what made you come back?
Personal reasons we're not gonna touch on, but yeah, I honestly I didn't want to come back, but the Lord has a way of working things out.
That he definitely does. And so give us a little background on the journey. Like what made you want to get into just DJing, the art of making music?
The art of making music. Honestly, I tell people this and they laugh. It was just always around me. My sisters used to. I'm the baby boy of 4 girls. I say 5 because my older sister, best friend, she's like Roger, and she was always at the house. Always at the house. But yeah, so I'm the baby boy, but they were all in a marching band. One was a cheerleader, and one of my sisters, she knows how to play every brass instrument. And then I have another, she knows how to play just about every other horn. And being around that, and then they went to school with Cool and Dre, and seeing that and seeing a whole lot of stuff transpire, it got me into it. I guess I was just, honestly, it was just gifted. It was bound to happen. I played drums in high school and started DJing. It's just weird. It's like I went to sleep one night and woke up, it's like I'm a DJ. Had a friends of a family who had equipment. I would go to their house and practice. And this is at the time before no computers. So this was the transition from vinyl to CDs.
Sheesh.
Had the small little jog wheels. My man's had 2 of every CD and whatnot. And bro, yeah.
Okay. So, Attractive Mindset is definitely catered towards the entrepreneurs and towards the people that's either trying to start up business or take their business to another level. So a lot of people are definitely going to want to know, how did you become a successful DJ? Because there's a lot of DJs out here, but we already know what type of DJ you are.
Out. Yeah, shouts out to all of them. And a lot of people don't know because I don't, as you know, I don't speak or I don't brag much, but I've had the privilege of working with many artists from T-Pain to Ace Hood, J Dub from CTE, many artists. That's just some of the few. But how that come about, it's just the hunger and the determination. And on top of that, keeping a man above first. Like that's the trick to it. And I always tell people, for me, that's what worked for me. You get what I'm saying? So I can't turn around and tell you. What I can tell you is you gotta keep that man above first.
Facts.
That guaranteed is gonna work for everybody.
Facts.
But other than that, the recipe that was added to it, I don't know, because there's some things that I've probably done that person might not be willing to do.
Okay. And so when you got into Toronto, you mentioned something earlier where you said the love you gotten over there is different from the love you got over here. And so explain a little bit of that.
Man, look, first off, let me tell you, Toronto is Miami on 100.
Sheesh.
And when I say that, Toronto is a very multicultural city. I'm talking, you got the whole continent of Africa. At the time I was there, the Spanish town wasn't as big. It grew, of course, but it was just different. And when I say I got the love and the support that I felt I should have got from Miami, it was just like, it was real embracing. You know, the OGs out there, the pioneers, let me correct that, the pioneers out there that was on the scene at the time, to me, were very welcoming. You're starting from scratch, your P+, your Jesters, you know, these guys were on radio, and I used to go to this radio station to sit and watch them, go home and practice, and then come back. Because, like, you know, Miami is a whole different, Miami is a world of its own, and we DJ different out here. So learning that style of DJing is completely, you know, it's completely different because they're very technical to the T. Like, Canada has some of the best DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like, Canada has some of the best DJs.
Who are a couple?
Like I just mentioned, some of the pioneers, Jester, starting from scratch, P+. You got my man's Respect. You got Wicked, Tilt. I probably shouldn't even name drop because there's so many of them. Like, the whole city is just a beautiful thing to me, you know. But it's just a lot. It's really a lot.
And so what would you say your style of, like, DJing is? Like, what vibe do you set when you go to parties and they're like, oh, Slick 305 is, you know, on the ones and twos? Like, what do you think you provide to the crowd?
Honestly, I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I know it's a vibe to where, before I've gotten to where I'm at right now in the Afrobeat world, before it was just one of those, like, yo, you're nice. Because, you know, being from Miami, what people fail to realize, Miami's a Caribbean city. So my best friend is Jamaican. My homeboy, my other best friend, he's Haitian. My other like, you know what I'm saying? My friends are very multicultural. So I got one that's Haitian, Dominican, Puerto Rican. So all of that is a big influence. You get what I'm saying? And you're gonna learn their style of music, their genre of music. You're gonna learn what are the hits, and then by you being an American, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna go ahead and apply to what you know.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Then it just gives you an ill ass flavor.
Got you.
And then, like I said, living in Toronto, the Jamaican culture is heavily influenced. So, you know, to go off subject a bit, that's why you hear certain, and you'll probably hear it from me from time to time, like, yo, certain men's them and this, that, and third. So it's all there, and all of that together, it's just crazy.
So what's your overall nationality?
Overall nationality?
Man,
I'm just a brother, man.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just a brother that's I'm just a brother.
Okay. Because when I met you, you know, ROV Productions, I could have swore you was African the way you was dropping them Afro beats. I was
everybody swears that. even recently at a venue that I was working at Savor, uh Burna Boy came through. He
Mm,
swore up and down I was Niger.
mm.
And we were arguing for like 5 minutes. And I was like, no. And I was like, let me word this the proper way. I could be Nigerian,
Mm,
but far as the steps and the back tracing I've gotten to, when I got to that plantation, I couldn't get no more. So
mm.
could be.
Got you.
Never know.
So who was the first, like, I want to say, it doesn't even have to be a celebrity, but who was the first person to really discover Slick 305 and like bring you up to what you would call like the next level of DJing, where you were like, okay, I'm no longer just a local DJ for whatever city you in?
Um, honestly, I'm gonna say it started with T-Pain,
Mm,
and like I said, it started with T-Pain and the whole Nappy Boy family, Tay Dizzum, Young Cash. Uh, it started with them,
okay,
and
and
then me having that and moving to Toronto just elevated even more. And my first manager, Samantha.
okay, so how'd that connection even happen? Like, walk us through a
Oh man,
process of going on
see,
tour.
I forget how me and Sam met, but I gotta find out. I forgot how me and Sam met, but we connected, and as you know, when you start working with somebody, it becomes personal as well. That
Mm,
person becomes your sister. Um, yeah, she was working with Maybach Music at the
okay.
time, and then she um moved over to Nappy Boy, parted ways with Maybach, and started working with Nappy Boy, and she brung me into it.
Mm.
And yeah, that's how that connection started. We used to be at the Hit Factory every other night. And when Wayne said King of Diamonds, I live on Sunday and King of Diamonds on Monday, yeah, that was a schedule. It
Sheesh.
was those times. And yeah. So
And so you were already DJing at like King and Diamonds and everything before you
nah, I
even went on
wasn't even
tour?
I was on a beach. I was on South Beach. I was at I've done Sobe Live, I've done Dream, and yeah, this is showing my age right now, but yeah. I've done those clubs a couple of times. Living Room was my resident spot. It was next to Ink and Heathrow. Whoa, Heathrow. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm definitely showing age now. Yeah.
So what would you say was like a heavy defining memorable moment for you within like, DJing?
It was a show. It was a show with T-Pain. Um it was one of them shows with Piz. Uh it was just one of the things where you're on stage and like it just I don't even know how to explain it. And then when I would say it, people are gonna laugh like, yeah, this nigga crazy. But it was like at that time, everything had stopped.
Mm.
In the middle of the show, everything had stopped, and it just hit me like, yo, you're really DJing. Like,
It's like one of those movie moments where
yeah.
crowd drown out and you just seeing everything.
And it's just yeah, bro. It was one of them things. I was like, damn, bro. And that was one of them.
Do you ever think you would get into like classes, like more on the business side of things? Like, would you teach other people how to DJ, or do you
I
feel
mean,
like there's a way to do that?
I'm gonna be dead honest with you. And shouts out to my sis Kim. She always like, yo, teach me to DJ. And I'm like, I'm the wrong person.
Mm. Why do you feel that way?
I feel I'm the wrong person because it's like, I don't know how to teach. I can explain it to you, but put it to you this way. In the DJ world, and even when I was in marching band, I was the Nick Cannon,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
Elaborate on that a little bit.
Like, okay, boom, marching band. I couldn't read music,
Mm.
but when the Kush was like, "Yo, we're gonna run this cadence," I knew it.
Gotcha.
It was memorized. I knew my part. Bum, bum, bum. So it's like with cutting and scratchings, your flares and your transformer, you do it. I could tell you what the scratch is if I hear it.
Mm.
Once I hear it, it's like, okay, yeah, that's that. Then I'll go home and you get what I'm saying? Or hit the baby scratch or whatever. That's just how it is. And I didn't have nobody next to me. It's like, okay, this is how you scratch. Like how kids got it today on YouTube and they're learning. I didn't have that.
Got you.
I literally will go and sit and dream and watch Entice, Effect, Bulletproof, LS1 at the time. These were the guys that was on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Go on the beach, watch them, and then leave, and then go to the hoods, go to the strip clubs, sit down, watch Sam Sneak on a Tuesday night, catch a DJ Meat at the Mint, catch Crunch One, catch all these guys. Okay, cool. Then here it is. I'm in a whole nother country. Got to learn a whole nother style of DJing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So when people hire you for different like occasions and everything, do you just like how does a DJ's mind work? Do you have to like memorize all these songs? Or you just
so
make playlists and
a
stuff?
lot of us, I'm gonna go on a limb and say a lot of us go ahead and put out a questionnaire. You give us about 100 songs, 50 songs. That's basically your cheat sheet and got you onto it. I myself don't ever prepare for anything. I go off the energy, because who's to say that this crowd is going to be that crowd? We live in Miami. This crowd this weekend ain't the crowd from last weekend.
Facts.
So it's certain things I can't pull. I might have California and Chicago in this crowd. So I got to go in that direction. I might have the UK in this crowd. So I got to play some UK drill, street music.
Got you.
And then I may have, different other ethnicities, people from India. I got to play Bollywood music. Brazil, funk. You get what I'm saying? Is I don't ever do that.
Copy.
That could be a downfall. I don't know. But for me, I don't do that. I just go with the vibe and the energy. Now, private functions, questionnaire, that'll guide me into it. And once that got me into it and I do something and I play something left field and I hook one person, and it like for weddings. Okay, boom. I'll go left field, hook one person, and it always happens to be that person's related to either the broom or the bride. And they're like, hey, play another one. And I'm like, okay, cool. So then at the end of the night, I'm walking out with my pay plus tips, and my tips looking like my pay.
Got you.
So it's one of them things, and you just have to create that experience.
And so would you say there's a lot of DJs I know, because I've been that guy before that'll walk up and be like, yo, play this song or whatever. How do you feel about when people come up to you when you DJ at parties and they do that?
I'm an asshole when it comes to that. I'm not gonna lie. I can be an asshole when it comes to that, because it's like, give me the time to get in my groove. I really don't care. But when I'm just walking into the venue and I haven't even taken my backpack off yet, I'm like, no. I'll dead ass look at you with a straight face, no. Or I'll tell you to fuck off. Like, I've had a venue recently and they hired me for a certain genre. And I could be wrong, but they was like, yo, this person just bought just paid XY amount of Z for these bottles. Need you to play this. No. I'm good.
So it's more about the principle about it instead of the bread.
Yeah. Like, when you turn it into the bread, it turns into a 9 to 5 that you hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have fun with this, bro. I understand we're doing it for the money, but you still gotta have that passion and that love for it. You know, like, if it makes sense, and I might be contradicting myself, like, it's about the money, but it's not about the money. Because some of us, we do this because it's a satisfaction of watching people have a good time. You know, it's creating that experience. And I kind of feel like that has gotten away, the way clubs are going nowadays. Because it's not about, and once again, I could be wrong, it's not about the experience anymore. It's about bottles and the money. Now, greed is taking over everything. So if you walk into Mansion and you drop 20 grand and say, I want to hear Afrobeat for 5 minutes in a hip hop nightclub, they're going to stop and cater to you. You could be left field, but you got to stop mid song and cater to that person. It's like, but damn, what happened to letting the DJ curate the party and do their one too?
I feel that.
I know I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for that one, so it is what it is.
Hey, I like the perspective because you're bringing humanity back to the business aspect of it. Like, yeah, you're there to do a job, but they hired you. You know what I'm saying? And so,
bro, and I'm not gonna throw him out there, but coming up, I watched a certain DJ snap and stand his ground and walk off. But he was right back in that same spot the next time. So I'm not doing it because that's what he did. It was just, hey, you hired me to do a job. Let me do my job.
True.
Eventually, I'm going to get to your request, but let us program the party.
Okay. And so, is there a moment that you've been DJing where you feel like it was the worst DJ experience you've ever had?
Probably so. Without a doubt. Yeah. Which, what, where, when, I couldn't tell you. I could. It hasn't really stuck out to me.
I mean, to the point where you were like, "I'm done DJing. I quit."
Oh, man, on that side, yeah, plenty of times.
So what do you do when you start feeling like that?
Isolate. Take a trip somewhere, no phone, no nothing, and recharge.
Okay.
Gain back that balance.
Okay. So on a more present note,
oh boy,
you just became a famous meme the other day. So talk to us about that Drake and 21 Savage meme that you ended up in.
Let me put it to you like this: it was a long night. I flew in from the West Coast, and we were outside for some time. And normally I dodge the cameras when I'm with them, but I couldn't tell you what I was thinking or what I was looking at. I know I was tired as hell because I just came in from LA. And yeah, that, and so however, shouts out to that dancer. She posted it and I looked at it and she tagged me and I looked at it. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I fall asleep and she calls me, bro. I'm like, what up? Check your Instagram. I look at my phone and I'm like, what's going on? Man, I couldn't even open up the app.
Damn.
It was that crazy. And I'm like, as I'm looking at it, I got hella people looking at my stories. I got hella people looking at my Instagram, and then I see everybody tagging me. So by the time I go to it, I couldn't even go back to comment because he has it to where there's only a certain amount of people that can comment. And I couldn't even go back to comment and be like to defend myself. So I made the phone call. The mans are laughing and I'm like, yo. Yeah, dog. Trust me, like everybody, and it's like if you knew, you know, but if you don't know, of course, the negative side came out. It's like, oh, he's a hater, he's this, that, and the third. And people that know me is like, yo, that's not even his MO.
Yeah, I saw them in the comments.
Yeah, and then like, yeah, even in his comments, you got Meek laughing, you got Jack. Shouts out to Jack for the backup. Like Jack's like, yo, he's a cool dude, and then everybody commenting on the Jack, like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, yo, but the man them know what I go on. That's all.
Nah, facts. And so off of something like that, did you get to use that to your advantage? Or come out to my next show and I stare at you something crazy?
Nah, actually, I actually gotta get up with them pretty soon, so I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. But far as using it to my advantage, nah, I'm not that kind of person, bro. I'm not that kind of person. And everybody's like, oh, you should this, that, bro. Let it come naturally, bro. Like, just let it happen naturally. Because when you force something in it and it ain't what it is, yeah, I'm not trying to be shiggy out here. No shots.
I feel that. And so, what do you think are some of the essentials a beginner DJ need to know coming into the business?
Understand the craft. Understand the craft, understand the music. And the most important, don't hot shot everything in the sense of don't play just to play and don't play every hot record because you want to be that guy.
Mm.
Your time is going to come. Play your cards right, play your part, and it's going to present itself. It's not about DJing. It's not about playing the hottest records or at a certain time. It's about that moment, bro.
Mm.
For whatever amount of time you coming into the venue I'm in, we got a short marriage going on, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's like create that moment and just have fun. You gotta have fun with this, bro. Because if not, you'll be around here like I used to be. Oh, I'm done with this. I'm done. Because it was just I care too much and I'm too passionate about it that when something went left, it was like, yo, why? But at the end of the day, you gotta learn it is what it is and just move forward.
Okay. So how would they structure like their social medias? Like how would you want somebody that's coming into the game, or how would you influence somebody that's coming into the game to, start their social media profiles or marketing?
So I tell everybody with your social media profile is basically your resume. So the same way you're trying to attract this particular job, you want to do it with your social media profile. You want to take, get the best photos, um, get your best photos in the middle of you DJing. If you can't get the video footage, um, grabs all that, keep it business. Try to do your best to stay out of politics, things that don't pertain to music. So if you're a DJ, it has to be on you DJing. Have a video of you showing your skill set, uh, your pictures, like I said earlier, and just keep it like that. Nothing personal on there. If something business wise goes sour, don't what's the word? Don't make it a big deal using your platform. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
because stuff like that can hinder you in the future.
Okay. And so last question is, how do you feel about people doing free quote unquote things when they first start off? Like,
It's
people
a
asking them about that.
it's a business. You got to know when to do it and when not to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like point out a DJ or somebody, please show me somebody that done something that got paid for it off rip. Because if that's the case, then I went about it all wrong.
Mm.
Like shouts out to my best friend, her and her cousin were hiring me to or ask me, however you want to put it, to do their house parties. Did the house parties, no problem. Other homies, hey, come over here, do this. Cool, you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, and you're not gonna get paid on everything. Some things, some things you're gonna do just because it's a business move, and that builds character.
Mm.
Now you got some people that will pay their way. Do I agree with it? No, but it works for them. But in the long run, it's gonna hurt them
Mm.
because if you don't build that foundation and you paid your way, that's gonna be a long fall.
Mm.
That's gonna be the longest fall of your life.
And so what do you feel like they should invest into themselves as a beginner DJ as far as like equipment wise? What are some essentials?
Oh, okay. Equipment wise, I've always said this. Now they got controllers.
Mm.
Back then, we didn't have controllers. My mom went and got me one turntable, turned around, got me a mixer, and she got me another turntable, piece by piece. That's all it was. I fucked up her vinyls. She fucked me up. um, that's all that was. But nowadays, you have controllers. So I always would tell people want to start on a small controller. I say, nah, you know, if you can, go ahead and go for, the top controller because eventually you're gonna get to there. So why waste the money? Just go ahead and pay the $2,000 and get that controller. Go ahead, you get what I'm saying? Go ahead and if you're coming into this game right now in today's day and age, you need just to start off about $5,000. Two for the controller, two for a laptop.
Are there any like subscriptions involved that you need?
Oh yeah, bro. That's why to start off you need $5,000. That's just to get the equipment. Subscriptions. Oh man, bro. 30, 40, 20, another 30. So that's what 60, 80. I'm probably throwing another $200-300 out monthly.
And that's like Spotify, Apple Music, all of that stuff.
That's Tidal, DJ record pools, Apple Music, yes, but I recently got rid of Apple Music, but I have Tidal. I have the top of the line Tidal because I'm trying to help the artists that I listen to get their money back. Get paid for their streams as well, and yeah, Tidal and like I said, DJ record pools to have all of that.
Okay. And so how essential is it for an artist to have a relationship with a DJ?
It's very essential. It's very essential. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, people say nowadays that, a DJ's not important. Hey, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. But at the end of the day, you can use TikTok. You can use whatever on social media. If you ain't touching that street, forget it. You got to remember, not everybody is on TikTok. Not everybody's on Instagram. Not everybody's on social media, period. You got some people that still riding around in a car that have a CD player. That still got, you got people, somebody just hit me the other day for a thumb drive worth of music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got all of that, but you just have to be on point. You can't neglect the DJ.
Okay. And so do you think you would ever do an album? Have you ever done an album on some like DJ Khaled type level?
No, but I've done mixtapes and for Toronto. Like Toronto's my like I said, Toronto's my second home. A lot of the stuff I do, I owe it to the city of Toronto because Toronto breeds champions. And if you look at the industry, Canadians are running the industry. Writers, producers, Driz, Weekend, Tory, Bieber.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on. Even Glenn Lewis back in the day, Deborah Cox.
You got some heavy hitters.
Hey, Cardinal Official, Mishi Me, like.
Okay.
Is that's what's going on right now. I'm not saying like it. I'm saying Canadians are running the industry, and I'm not just saying like all the Canadian rappers. No, Boy Wonder.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like producers. There's more Canadian producers out there. There's more Canadian songwriters out there. Like it's just. I'm sorry, bro. That's what it is.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, Well, it was definitely informative, learning all these things about you that I didn't even know, and I've known you for a while now.
Forever, hey,
And so, hey,
I'm
you
very, I'm
know,
very, I'm
I
very quiet.
appreciate you. Definitely one of the first to come on Attractive Mindset because
Appreciate it.
as you just told them, as he just told y'all, you know, having that attractive mindset is everything. You know, he's not just a DJ. Like this man is a genuine human being in general, and that's what you should be surrounding yourself by. You know, definitely you had to get him the exclusive attract shirt. I know you see it on him.
Yes,
You know, definitely, you
yes,
know,
yes,
the
yes.
law of attraction is always necessary. We attract, we don't chase. And so definitely tell them where they can find you at.
Find me on the Instagram at slick05 underscore, TikTok at slick05 underscore, Twitter as well, slick05. Website will be coming out soon. Uh, so it's gonna kill me on that one, but yeah, website's gonna be coming out soon. Couple of shows coming up next year that I'm not gonna speak on. That's gonna be surprising, and I think I'm not too sure. I gotta double check on that. I'm supposed to be going to Nigeria next month. Well, wait, yeah, next month, December. So yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that. And yeah, wherever you see the owls, you'll see me. You know.
Okay, okay. Hey, so y'all heard it here first, you know, attractive mindset. This is Mastermind Rich. You know the motto, looking good, living good, life is good. Talk to me, I talk back. We out of here.